Looking forward to Saturday. Had a walk around the course yet?
Yeah, had a little look. Looks good. You know, it's badminton. It's there's going to be lots of problems spread out. I think he's let you into the course a bit more this year, running the way it is. But yeah, I think it'll be a great
Stuff. Looking forward to it.
Thanks.
And that's Jesse Campbell talking about his dressage test, 31.4 at Cleveland. We've got to say goodbye to Janelle. I think you've got to go cooking or something. What are you about to go and do?
I believe, I've got to do some sort of cooking show in the lorry with Rosemary Schrager. So.
Oh, can you whip up something good in your lorry?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So what do you think you're cooking? Or...
I've got no idea. I think Rosemary's a little bit scary, so I'm a little bit...
You've been working with Pammy, now you're going to work with Rosemary Schrager. I think you'll be absolutely primed and ready.
I mean, withdrawing was the worst thing I could have ever done. Suddenly I've been lined up with all these strong women doing difficult things.
Well, Janelle, absolute pleasure. I hope you can come back at
a real pleasure.
Thank you. Go and have happy cooking for Janelle Price. Sadly, not competing this year, but a pleasure to have her as part of our team so far here on Radio Badminton. And we're watching, though, the next rider, Millie Dumas, on Artistiek, I think is the name. And Millie Dumas has got a terrific reputation of jumping around cross-country. She's just another of the young British riders based in Somerset. And she's off to what looks, some of the scores, quite respectable early on, Peter.
Yes, she really is doing a good job. I mean, we've both just sort of woken up a bit and...
No, I hit you.
Yeah, because I have to say, looks good so far. Nice positioning, nicely ridden forward to the contact. Her hand is nicely forward.
And it's
good
got
positioning.
Power and oomph, and it says, hello, look at me.
This is a 14-year-old Dutch-bred gelding.
Oh, she's a good rider.
She's had this horse since a 6-year-old.
Well, this is going really well.
And was part of various GB Nations Cups teams last year.
Well done.
Nice halt.
I tell you what, the moment, this...
There's some 9 there.
I'm just pausing. But up to the halt and rein back, this would be in the top 2 if they were trending.
Absolutely.
The quality of the walk steps were just on move off a little bit tight. Now they're improving.
Yes.
And by tight, I'm being very tactful because just moved off a little bit laterally.
Yes.
Which is what judges like Peter, when they're in a bad mood, then give a 4. But luckily it's improved, and it's really just an indication of tension.
Managing to keep the rhythm okay there.
Just tricky, isn't it, to keep it? She rode that really well.
Super transition. It'd be interesting to see what they give that transition mark to Canter, because that was really neat and tidy. 8s for that. And I think that the main thing is this rider has really, it's a shame the change wasn't quite through, really got the horse from her leg and her seat forward into her hand.
And she does sit on her seat well, doesn't she?
Nice balance.
Good positioning for the half pass. Thinking a little bit of shoulder 4 on the centre line. She's riding a cracking test. Good corner, good balance. She didn't lose that at all on the corner. It's really nice to be saying so many positive things. And for those who have been watching all day and are wondering why some of the tests aren't quite so high, you just glance your eye over this. It looks, in its very simplicity, a very pleasing picture. It's smooth, it's rhythmical.
Yes, very easy. It had one slight problem in one flying change, but the other change was good.
Definitely doing all right. Now, I've got a quick question. Rachel said, Peter or Pammy, please can you talk us through what the riders should be doing for an effective half halt?
Oh, there's a couple of ways you can ride that. On some horses, you have to use quite a lot of seat and legs, and then at the right moment they're steady with the rein aids. But also there is a thought that to push a horse and pull a horse at the same time, so they must be separated aids, can mean go and stop. I was actually taught to press on my stirrups a little bit, just as a little bit of an aid. Keep the leg there, but press on the stirrups.
Well,
And hold your something called the inner core, which still eludes me.
well, that test has been completed. As a first-timer at badminton,
Well, I think that's going second.
you think that will be better than Piggy's?
Well, it should be. It should
I
be.
think
I don't
so.
know whether it will, but I have to say I thought the quality of her riding was better, and she.
The whole overall impression.
Yeah, the changes. There was a
looked very
couple of changes that were a tiny bit tight, but overall I thought it was good. It's interesting. I think the two E and C have given higher marks. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of difference. I have to say I don't
Is
know.
that Grumpy on the right?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say I don't really see that. That's the
Neither
only
do I.
mistake we've seen so far. But I have to say that Nick is probably, more the right one there. I thought that was good.
Honestly couldn't. Is that a 10% difference nearly? 9.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
really. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about this difference. You see, this is where I get a little bit upset on behalf of the competitors. It's enough of a difference. It's a time fault here or there. It is enough of a difference. Porritt would have won the World Championships if all 3 judges had agreed. I know I'm British and he's Irish, and I almost shouldn't utter those words. But that is when this judging becomes actually really important, that the judges are right. And I agree with Peter. Judge at E, judge at C, bang on the mark. Judge at M needs...
Well, no, I think